excited to share the news with you that I finally got my PMP certification done.
Thanks to EduHubSpot.com and Varun's mentorship.
The material provided by EduHubSpot is fantastic and the mentoring is phenomenal.
I could not accomplish this feat without the outstanding mentorship of Varun.
I would like to thank EduHubSpot for all the support that was given to me in this journey.
If you're looking to be certified just like me, EduHubSpot is your go-to place.
Thank you, EduHubSpot, for helping me become a PMI Certified professional.
I want to give credit to my success to the EduHubSpot team.
Hey Deepak, congratulations on passing the PMP exam. So how do you feel right now, Deepak?
Hi Gautam, thank you so much. I feel so elated and relieved at the same time. I had worked so hard for this certification, and you as a mentor, you helped me so much. Varun's video helped me immensely in preparing for the PMP examination, and I can't thank you much for this the content that you have given me for the preparation. And I would like to thank everyone in your team, including the technical team, including the sales team. So they have been a part of this journey from start, and I would like to thank my family also, who has been a part of this journey with me. It was a difficult time for them, so I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in this journey with me.
That's so kind of you, Deepak. See, thanks for sharing credits to us as well. Of course, I'm not going to deny it, Deepak. We supported you, but the primary reason is I have seen you, the level of hard work you are putting behind this certification, right? You really deserve this success. I'm so happy for you, Deepak. I'm really happy for you.
Thank you so much.
Deepak, and I want to personally thank you, man, for accepting for doing this interview. We got to share a story with you. So whenever I conduct the success story interviews with all my students, normally I request students, hey, can you please have a success story interview? But for you, it's a vice versa. You are interested to do this. That shows, your servant leadership skills, I would say. Because trust me, Deepak, these interviews are really motivating people. Thanks for voluntarily coming up and doing this, Deepak. So kind of you, man.
I thank you for this, because actually, what happened when I passed my certification, when I had that piece of paper in my hand, I wanted to call you at the same time, but then when I came home and I thought how this can help others, then I saw these interviews, and then I thought if I give an interview to you, it will help and help other people to pass the certification. If I can be help to anybody to pass the certification, it will be a great help to others.
So kind of you, Deepak. Thanks for doing it. And I have list of questions to ask you. So let me ask one by one. So please share your professional background. What do you do?
Okay, I have been working in IT industry for past 18 years. I started as a .NET developer back in 2006, and I have been working in many different roles in many different organizations. Recently, what happened in my company, my role has slightly changed towards the project management side. It is a more of a techno-functional role that I'm performing right now. When I started my PMP journey, at that time, I knew that there was a project which is going to come for me, and I'm going to manage a project. And at that time, I decided to do the PMP certification. And back in January 2023, I added a PMP certification as my goals in my appraisals, and that gave me a push to pass the certification.
Okay. Okay, that's nice to hear. So why PMP? So you being a 18 years experienced person at this point in time of your career, why you have decided to do this PMP certification?
Okay, that's a very good question. Actually, I have been working mostly in technical roles with a little bit of functional capabilities. I've been in contact with the procurement department, contact with the risk management department, and HR department. I know a little bit of functionalities in all the departments, and more knowingly or unknowingly, I was managing few projects. Even though I don't have a project management title in my designation, but more or less I was managing the project. So I thought, why not do it properly? I would like to learn more about the project management, and it will help me immensely do my duties in the organization. Also, I was unorganized in the approach and in the way I used to work. Even in my personal life, project management has helped me to become organized in my personal life and in my professional life.
Oh, that's so nice to hear, Deepak. So this is a clear indication for me that you are more interested in applying these things in your work life. So that's
Yes.
very important. That's
And
nice
what
to hear.
happened when I applied for PMP certification, I had a team which was in a forming stage, and at the end, when I cleared it, it was in a performing stage.
That's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. Yeah. Thanks for sharing this, Deepak. I'm so happy hearing this. Yeah. Share your PMP journey, where it started and how it ended.
Okay, so to start with, as I told you, in 2023 January, I set an objective and a goal in my appraisal cycle that I'm going to pass my PMP certification this year. But what happened? I did a boot camp from some other providers, and I completed the boot camp. I got the examination voucher, but due to some technical issues, I was not able to apply that voucher. So that technical issue went on for at least 6 to 8 months.
Oh.
Yeah. Then what happened in the meanwhile? I lost interest in the examination and the studies. And then at the end of the year, oh, my appraisal cycle is going to start soon. I had to do this before the end of the year. Okay, so during September, October, I resolved that issue, technical issue, and then I applied for the PMI certification. And then what happened? I was trying to go through the videos, the recordings that were done in the past, but it was not up to the level that I was expecting. Back then I didn't know much about the project management. But when I started to do the revision at that time, I thought that this is not up to the level that I was expecting. Then just going through the YouTube and everything, I came across Varun's video. I had this person with a long hair and some some very nice moves. Let me see. I thought, let me see how the video is. And then to my surprise, the content was very nice. I was taken aback by the quality of the content that he was providing. So I immediately enrolled for the mentorship program. Right from the start, Miss Chevy was the salesperson that I was in contact with, and she told me, you don't need to go with the boot camp because you already have done the boot camp. She asked me to do a test before. So after she saw I'm getting about 60% of marks, she told me, you go with the mentorship program because boot camp you don't need. That's what she felt. So right from the sales up till the passing of the exams, it has been a very nice journey with EduHubSpot.
Thank you so much, Deepak. Some of our team are really unsung heroes. Our sales team don't do sales actually; they do actually consultation. That's
I
how
agree.
they. Yeah.
Agree.
So
Yes.
those are unsung heroes. Our technical team, our sales team. Thank you for pointing out a salesperson name and sharing it here, Deepak. It's really mean a lot for us. Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
thank
much.
you, thank you to her also.
Yeah. So your experience with the actual PMP exam. How was the actual PMP exam?
Okay, to start with, I was very nervous. I reached the examination center about 15 to 20 minutes earlier. And it was a Friday, Ramadan Fridays, most of the streets are empty and everything. I reached the examination center. I was very, very nervous. My heart was, pumping so hard. Okay. And then just as I sat in the examination and I read the first question, I read the answer choices, and at the back of the mind, I I remember, you were saying this is a very good choice. That's what you say in your questions in your videos. So I would hear those things at the back of my mind, and that helped me immensely. During preparation, I watched a lot of videos of you 1-2 minutes videos that you answered the questions. So that had helped me immensely. Selecting the proper choices, applying the Neil Armstrong technique, applying the elimination technique also helped me a lot. And before I went for the exam, in the mock exams, I was not passing at all. I was getting consistently less than 65 percentage. At the back of my mind, I knew that I had prepared well, and I'm going to pass this exam. Definitely, I knew it at the back of the mind. But it was, the nervousness for the first 15 minutes. But after that, it all settled down. It was a smooth journey.
Oh, that's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. So you don't had problem with time management and all. You completed the exam on time.
That's a very good question. Actually, I was finishing the mock exams 40-45 minutes earlier. In the real exam, I thought I would take my time and I would read the questions. If I don't understand, I read it twice, I read it thrice. And because, I had never had an issue with the timings, so I thought I would take my time. So I just finished the exam 5 minutes earlier and still had some time at the back. So yeah, I didn't had any issues with the time.
Okay, that's nice to hear, Deepak. And my next question to you is, Deepak, this question I'm asking you because you're a very experienced person. So now what next? How you're planning to apply these PMP concepts in practice? So what next, Deepak, from your side?
Okay, see, right now, actually, just before I passed my exams, I already had a project to manage. Just as I was studying and I was applying those concepts in the real project as well. So now, as I told you, my team is in performing stage, and we have three modules to go live, and one module is going live next week. And I'm managing the project completely on my own. I don't have any help from any other project managers. So it makes me so happy that at the correct time I found you, and I'm managing the project in front of you now.
That's nice to hear, Deepak. That's nice to hear. See, I always used to, during our interview, you used to say that definitely while we are preparing for this PMP exam, our family members plays a major role, right? So
Right.
while you're preparing, your family member would have been played a major role. If you want, you can bring one of your family member to this particular interview, and I want to thank them. you know?
Okay, I would like to bring my son. His name is Malhar. Please come.
Yeah. So what is his name?
His name is Malhar.
Malhar. Okay.
Yes, he was so helpful to me. I can't thank him enough. When we go for grocery shoppings, he will pack my laptop. He would pack the charger. He would pack the notes and
Oh,
everything
that's
for me.
nice.
And in the cafeteria, he would open the laptop for me. He would do everything for me. And he said, Papa, this is one exam. After that, you are not going to give any exam for 2 more years.
So Malhad, did you missed your dad at the time he was studying for this PMP exam?
If you're talking about miss, emotionally, like spending time with him, I definitely miss. Like he used to study in the bedroom alone. When I came to the bedroom, before I wasn't really that sure of everything, but I actually started getting interest. You know what my father said about the cafeteria thing. So I saw one of the questions, and I realized that this was actually very familiar to even my project in schools, because I had two projects in grade 5. I just entered grade 6 now. So the first project, it was not really a project, but I was actually a project manager, a role in my group. So it was in STEAM class. Basically, you have to build blocks, or you are in a software, something like that. You just have to finish the course. You have to maintain the team, all of that. But the second one was actually a real challenge, which was PBL, project based learning. So basically, the thing is that in project based learning, this was a new thing that you could choose your own topic. Before, the school actually had to give the topic, but from grade 5 onwards, you can choose your own topic. It has to be based on like the SDG goals, the Sustainable Development Goals. So we chose one topic. It was actually related to
He
education
likes to
system.
talk. He'll continue talking for next
Yeah,
20 minutes.
yeah, that's fine. I'm loving it, Deepak. I think project manager is in his blood. So I'm
Yes.
going to train you. Are you ready to sit for a class with me?
You want to sit for a class?
I don't know.
I'll teach you. But you know what, Malhar, thank you so much for supporting your father. Now your father passed the exam. Now your father is all yours. Now he is not going to study anything.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Good. Thank you. Thanks for your participation. But it's very aspiring to see, Deepak. While I was in this age, I don't know what is project and what is project management. See now how kids are,
Yeah, in the
very
cafeteria,
conscious.
what he told me is, see, Papa, I'm going to teach you elimination technique. But I told him I'm going to teach you flip technique, MS Dhoni technique, and Neil Armstrong technique.
That's nice, Deepak. The last question I have: your experience with EduHubSpot.
Amazing, to say the least. Actually, I can't express in words how thankful I am to you and your whole team. I would, any aspiring PMP person, the first thing I would ask them to, log in to EduHubSpot and do your program. When the first day I passed my PMP exam, I posted on LinkedIn, I tagged you, and I got a call from many of my friends. They told me that they did not clear the PMP exam. I asked them, where did you do the training? They said some names, but I told them, do the first thing, go and register with EduHubSpot. You will love it, and you will pass it on the first attempt.
Thank you so
Definitely.
much for doing this, Deepak. Really mean a lot for us.
Thank
See,
you.
I'm speaking out from my heart. So if you personally ask me, I don't have any shame in saying this. I'm making food on my plate because of my students.
Right.
Because they pass and they go and shout out and they give more referrals and that gets business. Thanks for doing this, Deepak. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Yeah, good. So that's it, Deepak. Thank you so much for taking your time and sharing your experience, buddy. So let's stay in touch and all the best.
Okay. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.